front of you under your seat for the shade.
Yeah, for sure.
Just like this.
Yeah, you can put it there as well. It's also my stuff.
Okay. I'll just put it there.
There you go.
Because she's complaining her phone cooked. Thank you, Paul.
No problem.
Have a lovely day.
You too.
Sam just changes people around.
Yeah.
Don't send markers from Somerset West. We're 5 markers short today because he just swaps people around.
Oh my word.
I know, it's chaos.
Okay.
Can I ask a question?
Okay, good morning from Helderberg Bowling Club. Oh my word, you cannot believe what a beautiful day this is. Has turned out. We will get all the camera stuff now. Just give me a moment. These are not working so lekker. Oh yeah. Okay, there we go. Nice little aerial view there. Couldn't go right behind, but we're close to right behind, so you'll have a good idea. Yeah, they're playing trial-ins currently. But let's say good morning from Helderberg Bowling Club in Somerset West, Western Cape of South Africa. Up on the rink, there we go. We'll have live pictures there. That is, as you can see, they're playing the trial-ins. The 2 skips, we're doing the ladies' pairs. I think it's the B7s, if I'm not mistaken. But we've got the skip on the right on your screen there. That is Anneke Meyer. She's from Middelburg Stadium, and she's playing with Mandy Latimer, who's from London in JBA. They're up against Vicky van der Merwe from Newcastle, and she's playing with Margie Palmer, who's a local girl from Helderberg Bowling Club. Julle moet net onthou dat die kamera is so agter julle, so probeer net so 'n bietjie spasie vir ons ooplos as dit moontlik is. Sê weer? B6. Okay. Alright. Ja, 100%. Nie so ver nie.
That was the card given to me tomorrow. Thanks, darling. But the names are wrong, so you can... okay. What's his name?
Mandy Latimer. Amanda. She is from, it seems like it's a combination B6 and B7. Let me just show you that screen where we can give you what the differences are. There you go. I have to unfortunately go and book a Pudo for a package that I need to send. So if you give me just a couple of minutes, I'll be back in a moment. You won't miss anything. It's just a trial-ins. Alright. Right there on screen is Margie Palmer. That is the lady from our local club, Helderberg. And in the wheelchair that's going to be on the mat now is Mandy Latimer. I had the most unbelievable story now. I'll tell you now, I'm so much sick, man. It really makes me sick. I'll tell you now. I just need to get everything done. Let's get the... oh yes, problem. Okay, skips are up for the final trial end. There we go. It's a bit shady there, but it will clear up now. It's the only place where I can really put the camera. So just bear with me. The sun pulls out. We must say thanks to our sponsors that are helping us making this broadcast possible. That is Aero Bowls, thanks to Jerry Baker and his team, the Yard Country Lodge up in Midrand, and then also Bowl South Africa for allowing us to do this and getting us to do it. So thank you very much for that. I was excited to do it because I have, in my 25 years of bowls, I've never even, I don't want to, I haven't been involved with disabled bowls at all. So I know about them and I've seen them around, but I've never played a game where the opponents were physically disabled in the sense, especially the blindies. We've played against guys that have been in wheelchairs and in crutches, but never a person with visibility. So that's humbling, I must say. These oaks that all of them, from the visually impaired and the physically disabled, either, you've got things that that's a good one. You have so many challenges, and still you face the sport, and it's awesome. And that's what I love about our sport. It is all inclusive. You don't any ability. I love bowls. On the mat there, Annikie Meyer. Maybe a bit wide. So it ends. So what we have here, we have to go there. Okay, so we can do that. Okay, almost off. I'm going to try and sort out my scoreboard in a while, so please just bear with me. I don't know what's wrong with my keyboard. I've replaced the battery now and it doesn't want to type, so something's not. Maybe it's that. Could be that as well. As I just said, let the games begin. Margie Palmer on the mat there. On the toss, let's see. It in? It is in. Long enough. If you pick it up, there are numbers next to the rink, but I don't think it's needed today because these are all physically disabled players. Alright. Yeah, so let me tell you a story. So I was busy getting the names of the players, and then get Margie, a good opener. And this guy comes and chats to me, and his name is Henny Mayberg from Pretoria North. And he says to me they're playing with borrowed bowls. And I was like, what? Why? He said, no, they were robbed on their way here. So in the Durance is very famous infamous for that sense. For there's a lot of those attacks. They've truck drivers are being thrown off the road, and they are terrible, horrible stories. Now, this wimpy they're lucky they survived it. They got 10 guys walked in the road, made them stop. They tried to veer off. When they eventually stopped, they just charged and smashed the window with a beer bottle. And pulled them out of the car, grabbed their bags, their bowling bags, and then off they went, leaving them. And then they left them there so that they can. And then they left, came back here, but then they had no bowls. What a terrible story. we're not. The weight not looking so bad as for a start. Let me share all to the rest. Okay, let me do my sharing. Somewhere on stealth. That's good. Somewhere on stealth. Okay. Right, seems like it sounds alright. Let's get sharing, start sharing. What's that? Let's start with this. Okay, back, share, copy link to Helderberg. Okay, paste. Then, wow, Andy with a good one there. This is all this old. I think it should swing at the end. Good weight. That could be. It could be almost 3. It looks like 2 definitely. I think. All right, and then who else? Vicky, she can get a nice slide off there. That'll be nasty. Okay. It's only one. Yeah, but not enough weight for that. actually. Let's see. Maybe resetting everything. No, man. I've got no idea what went wrong. I'm going to try and sort it out. I think maybe it's a brand new battery. So. Okay, I'm going to, it's 18N, so that's the format, 3-ball pair. Okay. All right. The track too long. It was in the ditch, so. Okay. These girls are adamant to play long end. Under. Just have a look here. Alright. I'm going to leave it like that for a moment. I need to go do some admin stuff in the office. There's a lot of stuff going on now, so just give me a moment. I'll be back in about 5 minutes before the end is done.
bedoel in die bou van Bos. Jy kry baie ouens. Baie ouens. As jy wil leer nie moeilik genoeg is.
Let's see what's going on at that bed. There you go. I think it's still that Aniki Meyer. I think she drew the shot now there. At Brown Bowl. I think it's Brown, yeah. Yeah. Something else is wrong, yeah. Oh my word. What is going on? It's not the battery. Oh, jeez. Okay, so it's not that. I think my keyboard just backed up. Alright, so unfortunately we do not have a score. We're holding 2. Two and a measure down. Okay. Okay, I'm going to make a plan, but just please bear with me, because I don't know what's going on now. That's looking so good. There you go. That looks like number 1. That's was that the shot? Not sure. I'm going to measure again. Camera is showing a lot of. So I can't go further back with the camera. I can actually. Maybe I'll have a look. Okay, so that was either. Okay. Okay, that's it. Was it Ian? Vicky? Was it 1? 1 shot. Okay. Good start there. just behind the jack. Right, I'm still battling to. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get a scorecard, and I'll complete it and I'll just show it on the what's the name, on the webcam. It's looking good. I'm going to stop. Still need to move that camera, I think. Let me go back, I'll go and pick that up. Not looking too shabby, yeah. That's a good ball. That is the shot, I think. Alright. bit greedy, Margie. How many was it now? You did. Thank you. Sorry for that. If you see that score on the board, it's not me. Okay, so okay, for the interim, what we're going to do is we're going to get a scorecard. I'm busy preparing one for me. So what we'll do is I'll complete the scorecard and then just update it on the, just show you on the webcam, and you can see the score. Sorry for that. For some reason, this the keyboard's not working. So, and I do not have. I'll maybe go and. All right. I'll go and quickly go lunchtime and get a new keyboard. Not bad, right? Just the grass. Okay, so this is my home club, and this ring 6 of ours has a tend to have a bit of a hanger on the ditch side, but if you pinch it, then it's going to completely cut. So challenging hand, to say the least. We try and avoid it when we play league. Sometimes we play it because we've maybe practiced it in the week, but it's a bit of a. That's a good one, Margie. Look at that, just a bit heavy. Good spot. Yeah, so sometimes, sometimes we You just need to do what you need to do. It's very frustrating, even if you practice it, because you have to have it spot on. It's looking good. Just be traveling a little bit. Could be enough. That's the shot. The guy with the bottle balls. I think he just won. I'm not sure. Or not. I think the ball from Andy at the back there is the shot. So the score currently 2-2. After this end, I'll quickly go and run and get the scorecard. Just let me know it's ready. This is looking bonny. That's looking good. It's gonna finish. There you go. That's the shot to Vicky. Nice draw there. A lot of singles matches also going on. And pairs matches. Ladies pairs. Yeah, we're still not sure. I can't say who we are broadcasting this afternoon. It could be anyone because we are starting with playoffs. So yeah, it could be anyone. They'll determine who they're going to put on the screen, which I don't mind. It's exciting bowls. That's a bit tight. It's very tight. I think you can see it from there. It's also very narrow. We will see where they're going to do the finals. We're going to try and be on the roof, one camera on the roof there. So we have a nice, like this one is quite fair, but it depends on where we are going to set up. That's looking good. But yeah, that's covering the back. Knock that hard. I think it's one. Looks like one. Right, with him coming back this way, I'm going to just leave that and I'll go get the scorecard. what's the name? Not sure who's holding shot there, but okay. I got a scorecard, so I'm going to quickly complete it. It is Latimer en Van der Merwe and Palmer. Okay. Then there was, they picked up a 1 and a 1 and a 1 and a 2, and they picked up zip, and they picked up 2, and they picked up 2 for 2 and 1 for 3, 1 for 2. Maybe 5 now. Okay. So there you go. There we go. Alright, so that's what I can do. Ignore the B1 at the top of the screen. It's B7. It's not even that.
Well done, Vicky. Beautiful.
Beautiful ball there by Vicky. Let's see. My timing was perfect. I was lucky to sample some dribbles at the bar. Someone bring some dribbles. And again, coming back there. Could be, but I don't think it will come into play. Another good one. Good position. And let me tell you, there's a lot of work going on in a tournament like this. There's more things to think of than when you have just fully abled people, so you need to take into consideration a lot of stuff. The noise for the blind players, all those type of things. It's a lot of things to think of. There's a lot of people working tirelessly, working very hard, and most of them are markers today. They're just our club stalwarts, putting up their hands and just being there when they are needed. Spun out. How are they going to measure? That Henny that I told you about earlier, Henny Mayberg. If you're watching from Pretoria North, he sends his regards, and if you're not watching from Pretoria North, then he still sends his regards.
Special mention now dog for the bluff and Durban.
The Bluff. There you go. Yes?
David.
David. Now David next door, from the Bluff in Durban, sends out this shout out to his club mates. I can show you. There you go. There, the both of them. The one on the right is David, and the one on the left is Henny. Important today, we're expecting high temperatures, so we hope you guys are keeping dehydrated, because it can, if the wind doesn't blow, it can really get very hot. Sorry, I just pressed the wrong button there. Come on. A bit under the line. Not bad weight. That is a beautiful ball from Mandy. Nice toucher. Right, Gary Simmons says the volume is low, so just a quick check. Simmons says the volume is low, so okay. I don't think it might be somewhere on this side. I don't know who Glenn McIntosh is, and unfortunately, mate, to find him, and I've got no idea. So sorry for that. We don't have flip boards that I can see. I don't. Yeah, so I don't. I can't help. Unfortunately. Mandy having a good head there, like that. see. Let's see what Vicky can do. There's room. There's definitely room. I think that's just a bit heavy. That's the line. Coming back to the line, middle line, so just needed less weight. Okay, so Miandu, the score is currently 4-2 in favour of Van der Merwe en Palmer. Dankie Henny, jy en Gina moet dit geniet. Ons kry net so af en toe van jou langsaan te sien. Gaan vir goud julle groete Pretoria Noord, Sunny Erasmus. Okay. Ja, Sunny, ek sal vir hulle sê. Just so shocked that they were robbed on the way. They could have been killed. Kenny Cop. Okay. Okay. Oh, look at that. It is the Henny with these borrowed bowls. I think aren't they your bowls, Paddy? Aren't they your bowls?
Yeah.
Brigitte? Brigitte? That was close, just right through. Okay, so that's a 3. That is close. I think he's going to do on the back end, something on the forehand, back end. Oi, oi. You don't want to have a nastier up there. Okay, that works as well. That makes it 4. It looks like it. Three. Okay. Meyer. Okay. I'll put up my makeshift board now. Just give me a moment. A couple of things to do first. if you missed it earlier, Anneke Meyer, she is from the Stadium Club in Middelburg. And her partner is Mandy Latimer, or Amanda Latimer, maybe you know her as that, but she introduced as Mandy Latimer. She's from Linden in JBA, their partner. And then they're up against, Mandy is the one in the wheelchair, the lady in the wheelchair. And Margie Palmer, which we'll get to now, she's the lady in the with amputee, and she's from the local club, Helderberg. I'm not sure which players are starting this afternoon. I'm not sure, but yeah, we'll just wait for Owen James to tell us which one we will. We just do as we are told. Okay.
This one, 2 meters. Drive important. You want the foot?
I wonder what went wrong with this new keyboard of ours. Just do a bit of a clap. Knock it shut. Yeah, it's a shot. Let's see, after the part klappen. I'm sure it's not going to work. Something was pressed.
Beautiful, Mandy.
Nice shot there by Mandy. Jack level shot. Don't know what's going on, man. I'll put that scores back up as soon as I can. It'll be after lunch, I hope. Another washing. These games are being held, the tournament it is where accommodation for all the disabilities. So it's for your visual impairments, the B1, 2, 3 and 4 categories, B1, B2, B3 and 4 categories, and then the physically disabled, which is the B5, 6, 7 and 8 categories. Now, they each have their own organization basically, so the blindies have their own thing and the physically disabled have their own thing, but combined they are the disabled bowlers of South Africa, and then they have their open championship like this. So it's a lot of organization, it's a lot of work, because B3s and 4s can play against each other, B6s can play with by B7s, and so there's a bunch of those type of things that can happen. So all of them can, not all of them, but a lot of them play together. So, and this is the opportunity for them. And from these, after this tournament, the Proteas and the invitation side will be announced, which will be playing in the World Championships, I think, which will be held in May, I think, in Pretoria, Gauteng, or in Gauteng somewhere. And yeah, so those players will be announced after this. Then I think a little bit later it will be the blind guys that goes to their World Championships. So this is good prep for that. The players that are in the international teams know they are already, so it will just be made official. Aniki is going to come back all the way. Not quite. Also, it sits on the lip, it's not dead. Vicky needs to play a big shot. Yeah, shot down, but anything. It's a bit heavy, that's it. Yeah, I'm not sure how the greens are running in Newcastle, where she's from, but the speed is there. Some inland clubs have quick greens, some have slower greens. Some coastal clubs have quick greens, some coastal clubs have slower greens. Oh yes, so I am almost 100%. Moggy, you have tea time, eh? No? Yeah, okay. Alright, so there is a tea time, if I remember correctly, for the pairs players, because they're playing 18 inch, so we'll do the same as on Monday, or on Sunday, where we didn't know about the tea time, so we'll just put up a, we won't drop the feed, so that we have to reconnect and everything. We'll just give you some nice pictures of the bowlers and the mountain in the back, Helderberg, and as soon as they're back on after tea, then we'll this one. Okay. Want to Meyer and Latimer. Look at that. All right. It's a full end. Interesting that these ladies play such a long end. Looking good there. Gonna pick up the jack? Gonna pick up the jack? No. Just sitting on the edge of the jack. Green there. I think that is the outside line. Not even Lazarus comes back from that. We'll see how wide out. Yeah, the only thing, and I'm not sure, I'm sure you can download it as an add-on, but or a widget or something. I'm not 100% sure with it. Because with my old software, I could draw on the screen. I had a tool that I could draw on the screen.
Met Paul Ferns before.
No.
June
Ah,
McIntyre.
pleased to meet you.
And then I'm sure she can give you all her credentials.
Yes, for sure, yeah.
The doctorate.
All right, so I got a surprise visit now, but very interesting because this is someone that I was wanting to hope that, you know, the specialist I said that we hope to get in interview. Now we got the top dog here. That is June McIntyre. She is the international classifier in South Africa. So what she does is, if you think you have a disability, or if you have a disability and you want to enter, then they class you as this is you're a B1 or a B5 or a B7. I think she's more with a B5, 6, 7, and 8. So yeah, that's the guys that we are showing currently. The one lady is a B6, Aniki Meyer. I think the others are B7s. I'm not 100% sure, but can you explain to us a little bit just tell us who you are and where do you come from and how do you fit in this position?
Okay, I'm an occupational therapist by training.
Okay.
And my husband's a bowler,
Okay.
a disabled bowler. And so I've been watching disability bowls for the last 25 years with him.
Okay.
So I got to know the bowlers. And then in 2016, well, they tried it for a few years because we needed an international classifier in South
Okay.
Africa. And Eddie van der Hayden put a lot of pressure on me
Okay.
to become it.
Okay.
So Sheila Corcoran from Australia, who's the international big head honcho,
Okay.
came in and trained us as
All right.
international classifiers. And so there are two different classifications in physically disabled bowls. So
Okay.
there's the technical classifiers, they
All right.
are competitive bowlers.
Okay.
And then the medical classifiers. At this stage, there's myself as the international, and then we have two national classifiers who will hopefully soon become international classifiers. One is an occupational therapist, the other is a physiotherapist.
Okay.
So our job is to actually make sure somebody is disabled enough for disability bowls,
All right.
because there's some disabilities. If you, for instance, lose your non-dominant hand, that's not actually going to make any difference to your bowls.
Yes. Okay.
So you'll notice there are players here that have their arms amputated above the elbow,
Yeah.
then non-dominant hand, and they would then qualify because it affects their balance.
Okay.
So to a large degree, a lot of the classification is about your balance ability.
Okay. Yes. That's what I've heard. And that is the worse your balance is, the higher your classification.
That's the lower your
Yeah,
classification.
the lower,
So
yeah.
the B5s, in addition, they're the ones that can't bowl a full length.
Okay.
At this stage, we only have 2 in South Africa. None of them are playing at the moment.
Okay. Just on that, on the
Yes.
B5s, I read something in I think the booklet,
Yes.
that there's a trial thing that they have this 5-meter marker.
Yes.
Can you explain that? It sounds like, because what I've read on the B5s is they can't play a full end.
That's
All right. So then they have this marker that they. So, is that something that you know or have been introduced?
It's just basically a South African ruling, because we've got so few that they can't
Okay.
really have a competition otherwise.
Okay.
So it's to give them a bit of an advantage. It's a bit like a handicap in golf,
Okay.
so that they can sit 5 meters in front of the mat. So
Okay.
their opponent will still bowl where the mat is.
Yes.
But your B5 will then bowl from 5 meters
Okay.
in front.
All right.
But we actually haven't needed to use that for a few years.
Okay, so now B5s, and that is you are very no. I don't want to say I'll get my wording right here, because I don't want to get slapped over the fingers from all of the guys. But, that is where you have the least ability, if I can
Yes,
say.
yeah.
And then it goes on up to the B8s, which the guys have
Minimal disability.
minimal disabilities.
So they would still need to lose 10 points on what we call the bench test, which is
Okay.
what the medical classifiers do. So
Alright.
there we would look at your joint range or your muscle strength or your coordination, depending on what your
Okay.
disability is.
All right.
And then the functional test is where they then
Just a
look
moment.
at.
Just a moment. Vicky looks good there. She can knock that up. Not hard enough. Okay. So, all right. Sorry.
No, that's fine.
It was just almost a nice shot.
Yeah. So our wheelchair bowlers are normally either 5, 6, or 7.
Yes.
So you don't get any wheelchair bowlers in 8.
Okay.
In class 8, whereas your standards can be 5, 6, 7, or 8.
Okay.
So people who, for instance, are not able to bowl a full length just because they're physically weak can still walk.
Yes. Okay. All right. A question. There's a guy, and I think I've got a photo of him on my phone, which that for me, if anyone says, yeah, but bowls is this or that, then I take out this photo and I show them, and I can't remember if I actually. Oh yeah, there it is. That guy. Now he's got. I don't know what his classification is, but he's the guy that inspires me. And you say I can't play bowls, but this guy's got one arm basically. That's all he has. And
I would
and he can
imagine
play.
he's probably a B6 because he's an international player from Australia, if I remember
Yes,
correctly.
yes, yeah.
And generally speaking, we don't have a B5s playing in international at the moment, also because worldwide there's not enough folk playing bowls
Okay, that are B5s.
that are B5s.
Okay.
And it is to a large degree that all our bowlers need to be a member of an able-bodied club. So you
Yes.
need your club to actually be accessible, and you need your club to actually accept you as a player.
Okay, yeah, because that's also a lot of things, you know,
Yes.
the accessibility at the clubs.
Yes.
I walk up my club and I come here, this is my own club, so I come here and I never think, okay, I think the ramp is there, but we don't have wheelchair people playing.
Yeah.
We don't have those players in our club. The only player is Margie now that's got a disability, and so we've got the ramps and everything, but we never actually thought about it until now. The ramps are too steep.
Yeah.
You know, those are things that you've got ramps, but you can't just have a ramp.
No.
The ramp must not be too steep, otherwise the player goes and it catches. Yeah, so that could be a problem. So yeah, I think it's a lot of things to think about, a lot of things to make sure that you are, that you can host those type of players.
And I think it's also, in many ways, in many clubs, there's the attitude that if you're a disabled bowler, you're an inferior bowler.
Oh yes,
And
yeah, I
whereas-
can think that.
You know, we have quite a number of our physically disabled bowlers who are actually playing in their district sides
Yes.
for so-called able bodies.
Yes, okay. I also know some of them that play league.
Yes.
They play in their A division leagues and whatever.
Yeah, a very large number of them actually
Yeah.
play in that, at that
Yeah,
level.
the one guy said to me, "Man, you're bloody good." Yeah, so and you can see it. There's nothing that you can say. The only place where I can say, okay, I can see the disability, and that is really where the blind is.
Yeah.
Because that's super challenging, and they do miss it because it must be difficult to adjust.
Yeah.
But the other people, the other players, it doesn't matter what classification, they all have a fair chance to play the game. So I think it's they can compete against a able bowler.
Yes, and many of them do.
Yeah.
And so in many ways, it also, people seem to think that your level of your disability, whichever, if you're a B5 or a B8 or whatever, is how you play bowls. But in
Yes.
fact, it isn't.
No.
We have excellent B6 players who are district players, and we have B8 players who never win a game.
Yeah. No, for sure.
It's also, this is a bit like a big family.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure, because you find it with a lot of type of sports, with where people travel together. They're always at the same tournaments. They're always at the same nationals and competition, and they become good mates over the years. Still competitors, but still friends. So. Annikie, hoeveel was dit geweest? Hoeveel het hulle nou opgetel? 1 opgetel, nee. The score's right. 7-4, they played 8 and now playing up 9, sure. Now my keyboard packed up, so now I've got a makeshift scoreboard, but it works.
Well, come on.
Said we might have a tea break. I think we're definitely going to have a tea break with the fair. So then we're going to have some tea and we'll chat some more with some people that we find to keep you busy. We won't drop the link, otherwise we have to reconnect and all that again. So it's a lot of work to reshare and all of that. So do you play as well?
No. I play a bit social,
Yeah.
but I've never really been a sport person.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, so actually like my kids as well. My wife as well. She also plays social, but she's not a member, and all of those type of things. So and other family playing?
No.
No. Okay. So how did Ashley become involved with bowls?
He was always a competitive. I didn't know him before his disability, but he was a swimmer, a provincial swimmer, and he actually participated in karate.
Okay.
And so then after he became disabled, he tried a variety of sport and
Okay.
just took to bowls. So
And
he
what?
represented South Africa in '96 at the Paralympics
Okay.
in bowls.
Okay. And if I might ask, how did his disability come about?
He had a work accident.
Okay. I think it's difficult when you are fully able and you become disabled. I think when you're born with a disability, you grow up with it.
Yeah, you don't know any difference.
Yeah, you don't know any
Yeah.
difference. I think it is very tough to adapt, but and I think your mind is the biggest thing there.
Oh yes.
Because we get people that go sit and suck on us, if you know what I mean,
Yeah.
in Afrikaans, because now they're disabled. And you get other people, there's 120 or more of them that are like, we're living life.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
we just have a little bit of a hiccup, but no, that's not a problem.
Yeah, just carry on.
And that I admire most of these people. You know, there's no, there's no challenge.
Mm.
It's, look at I'm living my life. That's challenge enough.
I think at this stage, one of the things we've been talking about within the classification is the not people not understanding about how complex disability is, and that we really are needing to, particularly with the training of coaches, actually help them coach disabled people more effectively.
Yeah, I heard
Because
that.
you can't use the same exercises and things
Yeah,
necessarily.
I had that same. Oh, lucky. On that side, I heard that. I think his name is Cedric Summersgill.
Yeah,
He was here with me the other day,
Yes.
and he said exactly the same. But apparently they're going to do that now. Start with coaching for the disabled, and that's why that's this upcoming Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Yeah.
This what do they call it? High
training
performance
camp,
camp. It's because they train the directors to become coaches as well, so that there you go. Because that's the best coach to have is the guy that's directing you. So if he's a qualified coach and he knows where you're doing it wrong as well, that so that's excellent. That after years of winning so many medals, I hope that we now we get these experts in that we stop winning medals. We did all right without them.
Absolutely.
Because if I look at that book, we've performed on all levels. The visually disabled, the physically disabled, visually impaired. Yeah, so. But it's good to see that and that there is still such a big competitive field, and I'm sure there's a lot of people not here.
Yeah, a lot of it's to do with finance.
Yeah, because going to Cape Town is a costly affair. So
And accommodation is a problem. I mean, one of the biggest problems for wheelchair users is accommodation.
accommodation.
People say it's wheelchair friendly, and even where we stay,
Not really.
no,
Yeah.
bathroom is totally not wheelchair friendly.
Yeah.
You can't get into the shower.
Okay.
So,
But did you tell them?
yeah.
So maybe they'll change it. But but again, when they do those assessments of those places, classifying it as wheelchair friendly, then it should be wheelchair friendly. We changed our bathrooms with some lot of money that we received to make it properly wheelchair friendly.
Yeah.
Now they can park a bus in it,
Yeah,
which is good, but that's what you need.
No, for sure. And I think people
No,
also
it's
don't
wrong
realize
about-
making something wheelchair friendly is making it friendly for everybody to use.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, you only hold one. So, let's do another one. Oh, if that goes,
Did you hear what happened to Annie and his wife?
Yes.
Unbelievable, eh? But that area is really and when he said to me he drives a double cab bucket, that's the type of things that they're lucky to get out there alive. They really are lucky. But that trauma must be like, oh yes,
Yeah, no,
unnecessary.
not good.
and that's us.
I think at this stage our biggest problem with disability bowls is not having enough ladies.
Okay. Okay. That's not fair.
I think it is that clubs also have the problem.
Yeah, for sure. And that's not only for disabled,
No, for
disabled,
everybody.
it's for everyone, yeah. We had one of our biggest clubs almost closed down a couple of years ago because of not having one lady. You know, Jackie van Rensburg, she's playing she's a SA player, Jax, right? Now her mom, Jill, she was the only member at Mowbray Club. Ladies member. Now, then they decided, oh, that needs to change. So they had a big thing, and some ladies from other clubs joined, and so that they could make a league side and get some more ladies. Now they're in the Premier Division.
A lot of the smaller clubs have had to make a plan.
Yeah.
I know Kokstad, where Bruce and his wife play, they've also joined with some of the smaller clubs for their ladies, so that they can play together in a league and have a league side.
That's it. If you can explain Vicky's disability there, those I've seen Louise Evans also have. There are other people with that.
Yeah.
What is that?
They splints for dropped feet, so these people can't actually pull their feet up, so they have floppy feet.
Yeah, my father had a dropped foot.
Yeah, so these are various kinds of splints for dropped
that.
feet.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
And that then can change their category from, for instance, a B7, because if your foot's very floppy, you're going to fall more often. And if you then wear a splint, you might end up being a B8 because your balance isn't so bad.
Yes, okay, so those things help so much.
Having a good prosthesis can make a difference between being a B6 and a B7. Having a good wheelchair makes the difference between being a B6 and a B7. Because if your wheelchair doesn't support you properly, you can actually fall out your chair quite easily.
All right.
So, whatever gadgets you use can also influence, which is why many of those bowlers become, they're not just B7 or B8, they also have a letter at the end.
Okay.
So if you've got an N, means you've only been seen by a national classifier, which means you're not eligible for international yet.
Okay.
You have to be seen by an international classifier. And so you would then get a P if you've been seen by an international, which means your disability is permanent.
Okay.
But those with disabilities that change have an R, which means it's for revision.
All right.
So, for instance, somebody who's had a stroke within the first probably 5-6 years, they would still improve.
Okay.
And so they would be an R, and we would look at them every year and see whether they're still in that category.
All right.
Or people with conditions like muscular dystrophy, where it gets worse with time. We would look, and then they might go down.
Look at Margie there. Nice
one.
Nice shot there. Okay, that also makes sense because permanent disability, then but like you say, people with strokes that do get better over time, and so it makes perfectly sense. I didn't know that. I didn't know that you can actually get better or reclassified. There's a lot I don't know about this whole sport, let me tell you this. But it's a lot less than what I knew on Saturday. I know a lot more now. And then there also, I think, let me just quickly have a look here. That bench press, the bench test, that I think you say, let me just have a look here. The balance point, the loss of points, let me just have a look here where it says, ambulant and wheelchair bowlers with minor balance problems, loss of less than 5 points. Now, what are those points?
Okay, so the points are things without falling over.
Okay.
So there's a set test set by Australia, so it's world standard.
Okay.
So they've looked at the most important balance things that bowlers do.
Okay.
So picking up the mat, laying the mat, walking across, getting out of the way of a bowl coming.
Yeah.
So each of those, it's a simple system. It's you either able to, or you have some difficulty, or you're not able to. So it's a 2-1-0 system, and as I say, there are 5 ticks.
Yes.
And then what we do is after the test, we will watch them in competition.
Okay.
Because just because you're disabled doesn't make you nice or honest. So
Okay.
to make sure they don't crook,
Yeah.
we watch them in competition. So the first competition they play, which is why we normally do the classifications just before nationals, because then we can watch them in competition.
In competition, all right.
Because when you're playing, you actually not thinking about
Yeah,
crooking about
Cheating,
whether
yeah.
you could or
No.
not, or that you were able to do certain things without falling over. But as soon as you get tired, you fall over.
yeah, true.
But it's also interesting as people get older and they might get more disabled, particularly those that were born disabled.
Yeah,
There's a great reluctance to go, for instance, in a wheelchair to play bowls.
yeah.
It's like admitting that I can't anymore.
Yeah, like
And
me in the
it's-
glasses.
No,
I am blind. I
No,
just
no.
don't want to admit it.
no, no. Tell me about it.
Yeah. I know, I'm sure it is.
But many of them then find that it improves their bowls,
Yeah,
because if you're using all your energy just to stand up, you don't have much to play. So
Yes.
by the end of the day, you're finished. Whereas if you're playing in a wheelchair, you're saving your energy, so
Yeah.
you can actually play bowls for much longer.
I also had a chat, I think his name is Chris. We
Mm.
call him Chris Villa. He played a singles game yesterday.
Mm.
And he also said that you know, there's a lot less that can go wrong.
Mm.
You know, lot less mechanics.
Mm.
If I can say, with a bowler, you have to stand up, you know, go down, you have to
Yeah.
follow. Now there, you have your arm that can basically. And then small things like putting the brakes up. If you don't
Yeah.
put the brake up, you're all over the show. So when
Yeah.
you pull a little bit, your whole chair goes, and then
Yeah.
you're offline because your chair is your line guide.
Yeah.
So like I say, I've learned a lot, and I'm sure I will learn a lot more because it's very interesting.
Oh, I still learn every year when I come, because there's different disabilities, different abilities, what happens on a different green.
Now, both Desiree, I know that Desiree Levine, I've seen her,
Yeah.
and the other one, both of them are in wheelchairs, but they don't play in their chairs.
Yeah, so they use it basically as a energy saving thing and a
Yes.
time saving thing
Yes, okay.
to get across the green, because they walk so badly.
Yes, okay.
But they choose to play standing,
Yeah, okay.
which makes them B6
Okay.
because they're wobbly when they stand.
Yeah,
So if they actually chose to play in a wheelchair, they would be more stable, then they would be a B7.
okay. Okay. Still, yeah, it is still Margie hanging on to that shot that she played earlier. Aniki, that's not going to come back from out there, goal. Yeah. Especially if it's that quick. She's got another bullet to fire. So Vicky and them, there's no big heads here, it's just ones and ones that's been picked up. So it's actually very tight between these pairs. It's not a bad line, that. Holding your weight if you're going to fall back. Should come with a little lip there. Alright, so. But thank you very much for joining me, June.
That's a
Yeah?
pleasure.
June. Oh, thank you very much. And if you see Ashley, I think he's playing at the back.
Yeah, I was playing in the.
Yeah,
Well, they're not finished yet.
not finished yet.
Yeah.
Well, just send him regards. And
Yeah.
And-
He was the one that played here yesterday.
yes.
Chase, yeah.
Yeah. He had a good start, and
Yeah.
then just that Jake's
Was just-
just pulled a bit too far. Whenever he had something, he doubled up or something.
I think every time they've played, it's been the one or the other that won.
Yeah, okay. All right. Put your head there, Jane. Are you guys going for tea?
We do when we play pairs.
Aren't you playing fair?
We had tea.
Have you had tea?
Yeah.
Oh.
Singles don't get tea.
Yeah, now I wonder if these girls are going to go for tea now.
They're
It seems
supposed
like.
to halfway through their game.
Yes,
They're probably
yes.
not
Oh, that's now. That should be, they're on 10. I think we're going to go for tea now.
Yeah.
All right, thank you very much.
Pleasure.
Yeah, and that was, say, once again, thank you to June McIntyre. She's the international classifier in South Africa. So if you are thinking you have a disability or want to be classified as what, then make sure you pitch up before the nationals, because they're not just going to classify, you're going to classify and check you out so that you don't cheat. You don't need cooks. Ne? Yeah, thank you very much, June. Maybe we'll chat again later.
Yes, I'm
All right.
around.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you. Thanks.
All right. So now, after me talking too much, we are going to wet my throat and let me go check the scoreboard. We had a nice chat with June, learning more. Now, it's all about the the balance, especially with the B567 and those others. They're all about the balance. So, okay, let's go see. Get some tea.
Shots against you.
How many times I knock my head? Okay, let's change this. Okay, so there you go. That's a nice scene there, background with the Helderberg there in the background, across our B green. Also, we had a nice chat there to June McIntyre, giving us some nice insight about the world classification of bowls. Well, not bowls, of the players. But I also stumbled upon Owen. Owen James along the way, and you know, he's 21 players from 21 team of people from Hong Kong, 19 from Malaysia, 23 from England. Yeah, so quite a number of players coming to that the IBDs in Ekurhuleni. It's like the World Championship for the physically disabled, blindies and the wobblies. I thought yesterday when I saw Danny run around, I thought it was a bit tough to have one umpire for 3 greens. Especially have a lot of singles. They go down in different times, so... What? We've had some more challenges than that. Hopefully a bit later to chat to one of the area players that are here. I've been trying to get hold of the guy for 2 days. He ducks and dives me, so we'll see a bit later if I can get hold of him. There are more than one. Still got 8 ends to go there in this match. Okay, I'm going to switch the camera back. They're going to go off now, so just give me a moment. This one, that looks good. Why not? I'll get good weight there. Just got caught on the outside of that line. As I said, this is my own cup, we know that. You go just a tad too wide, then it'll stay out. It's coming. So the same, good weight, just not finding the grass. No, most probably will do that now. Let me just do that. So just before tea, let me quickly do that. Okay. It's coming. Quickly do that. The paddies. That pushing the walker, that is Vicky van der Merwe. She's from Newcastle Bowling Club, who's teaming up with Margie Palmer. And coming in to screen there is Anneke Meyer. She's from Stadium Club in Middelburg. She was there. I was there a member for about 6 months. I had a brain fart and moved out of the Cape to Middelburg. Thank goodness I recovered. In that time, I was a member at Stadium. I think, if I'm not mistaken, my membership was 75 Rand for the year. It was insanely cheap. Insanely cheap. But they didn't really have a bar. You know, they worked out of the kitchen area. There was a fridge, and in that they had some beers. And I don't think they really had a license at that stage. I'm not sure. There wasn't really a social thing going on there. A lot of people left after play, so that's why there was no bar, because there was no reason to stay. I wonder if it's still the same. I'll ask her. Well, Anneke playing a good shot there. I think she might have gotten the shot. Yeah, shot down. Okay, is she gonna stop? Just running through. I said the leads are staying nicely out of the head so that you can actually see what's going on. The skips not so much. And they keep drifting to the center the whole time. That's fine, man. I don't have an issue. Just see if we try and find another angle. That's all. It's their game, it's not my game. Ah, another one. Will that stay up for another, or will it fall out? Could be. Could be 3 down. Oh, the green one is also. Oi, oi, oi. I think it's only 2. Beaky can trail the jack. She finds the jack and she trails it to. She's gonna looking not silly, yeah. Oh, she's gonna draw the shot. What a beautiful ball. Top class there. A lot of pressure, 3 down. She gets the shot. On to you, Moggy. Okay. Yeah. All right, so let me put up the scoreboard. There you go. Comes up the mat a bit. Currently, now this game is currently 2.5 hours long, and it's still 7 ends to go, including this one. So yeah, it's taking a bit of time. Oh, you're not looking too shabby there. That's very good. That's very good. Look at that. Look at that. Right next to the jack. It's too wide. That's the Lazarus ball. Or what did I say? The Lazarus line. Okay, let them come back. No, it's a fine line that between too wide and then cutting as well. So that can also happen. I've enjoyed those views. If you were watching the view of the mountain, got a beautiful clubhouse. Not old. You can do with a little bit of modernizing it. Interiorly, you still have the old wood and stuff like that. So, but one of these days we'll get an executive that will decide, listen, this is what we're going to do. Spend some money on modernizing the club, making it a bit more friendly to rent out for weddings and stuff like that. Because when you come here, you don't want to see all the names of and pictures of people that have been dead for yonkers. And yeah, so no, there's room for those traditions. Don't get me wrong, but we have digital formats doing that now. They don't have to have these old school walls full of names of What do you think? Am I wrong or not wrong? There's no right or wrong. There's no right or wrong. What do you prefer? Do you think most of the clubs have a website? Again, and there's another challenge. And let me go back to the Gauteng Bulls people that have now brought this whole new thing. They have a new Facebook page, they're on Instagram, they TikTok, and they've got now a website coming with, it's been sponsored, but it's all good and well. Just hope it is kept up, because a lot of clubs have Facebook pages, a lot of clubs have websites, but you go and try and find them, and then find the administrator. There was a guy 15 years ago who was a member at the club, and he did website designs. He was there 2 years, and he ran it for us, and then he left. So now the only person that we know is one person that uploads photos. And that's only because that login, if that login goes, then no one knows how to get into that website. Because everyone lost track of where that oak is. So not us, but that is what happens. So make sure that when you do, think it through. If your club is going to do it, that's another good one by Vicky. If your club is going to do it, then think it through proper and decide on a general, secretary. Not make it sarki@gmail.com because that's the secretary. Next year Sarki dies or Sarki goes to another club, and then you have to have another secretary. Heaven will, I think, have its secretary at DB Bowling. But it's one. If she goes, she gets the login to the next person, and they change the passwords to that person. But it always stays secretary at Durbanville. So things that people need to do, think about currently, because a lot of things have changed. There's a lot of things that are there, and you're competing against a lot of other sports, a lot of other activities. And people want to be satisfied. They want to get the whole experience. And the younger people are electronic. They do not digital. They do everything online. Their phones. We as the older people, we do most of the stuff on our phones. So when your club gets a website or gets an app or whatever you do for your club, when you do get that, make sure that it is something that is continuous, that can even doesn't matter who leaves, that there's always someone that can access those websites, passwords. Look at that, Aniki. But I'm not sure if that's the shot. If you're holding one in a measure, she says. I would play the other hand, Margie. Yeah. Yes, that's very. Yes, do that. Yeah. Yeah. No, no. There you go. They're holding one in a measure, one in a look. So, Aniki, that's another bowler. All in the line. Here we go, too narrow. Yeah. Yes, it's not. Now Aniki can just bump that ball up. Previous ball, just turn it over. Yeah, Vicky had the right call there. It was running onto the jack, and you're holding there at the back, so it's all for you. On the other side, you just tip that brown ball up, Aniki, and you shot out. Something that is fascinating for me is the director's involvement with the game. You know, it's as if he's the personality of the bowl as well. You know, so when the ball goes down, he's like, go, 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 go. You know, the other person can't see where the ball's going, so he says, and then some of the directors get really involved there. Okay, so one shot is out, so they're measuring for the second. Right, let's get to the scoreboard. I apologize for my homemade scoreboard. That's what I can do, unfortunately. Can you see that? And that is because something happened with my keyboard. just behind. Man is on the back end. You gonna stop? It's closer than Margie's, so also behind. This should be tight. Okay, on the forehand Margie. She had another great bowl, the previous bowl, but it left the hand bad, so I saw that from there. That was very nice. She's overcompensating, I think. Yeah, that outside line, you're not going to come back all the way, are you? Needed more legs for that. Right, yeah, we still do not know who we will be broadcasting this afternoon. I'm not sure. I think what I'm going to do is, because I'm trying to get hold of Owen, but he's in his slops. Oh, but he's on his way to the airport, I think. Vicky trying hard. I think that is a shot. That could be a shot now. I think that is. I'm not sure.
The measure by the 3.5 paper. But we do need 130 to be sure.
Okay. Well, there is a time limit, remember? That's a nice big Grand Jason. Schmuck.
And I think it's in our favor. I think it's in our favor, but it's in yours.
So you just saw the most ugliest photo of Helderberg. I don't know who that took a picture like that. It's not even the, I don't think it's even the right mountain. That's a photo of Margie. There you go. It's a measure between the front and the back bowl. I can't show you. I wish I had that ability. Alright, they're going to measure the front two bowls. I'm sure we'll have enough time for this, but you can expect it that the people that are, it's difficult to move. So. t-shirts. Alright. After a 4-inch drought, Annikie and Annikie and Linda, Mandy, pick up a shot, pick up end again. And just to stem the flow, they were 7-4 up, and now eventually they were 11-7 down. So, like I say, just stopping the bleeding there, but I didn't want to lose another end. That wouldn't have been approved of. What is done, yeah. I'll just do that. Okay. There we go. Okay. Yeah. I think. Oi, oi. That's right to the edge. T, as they say. Here she comes. Oh, what a good start. That's a very good start there. Let's see if let's do. A bit of a wide line there. Yeah. Maybe on the back there. I think that back bowl is the shot. Could be.
How far in front is the green?
No, that's not true.
Green, how far in front of the jack?
No, not a foot like she showed. I think I'm allowed to have a little bit of a chuckle. I saw them measuring, but Lynn, you can see Mandy has done it a couple of times. She knows the way how she does it, all right? And then she just asked, string it out long, and then I'm going to put this one here, and then you just bring it closer, and I'll press it, and it will tighten up. So in theory, great. Oi, 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 there you go, Margie. Jack in the box. Boom, boom, boom. There you go. That makes the end very interesting. Now you have to lip it to win it, to get the shot. And she's got that one in the front. Oh, good there. The challenge will be the next one. That's a good shot. Boxed it. Oh, you can't hardly see that. Yeah, you can't see it. The grass is too long. Put it in, stick it on the side of the ditch. There you go. There you go. That's beautiful. That's perfect. Now we can see it. Got a foot to draw in. Tomorrow. That's not quite. Okay, now let's see if Margie can. Anyway, there. I'm sure she won't knock it in for us. She needs to beat that. Then you're going to count. Stay on the green, you're counting. Surely. See if you can see from this side. It's a bit crowded on the green. Not crowded, it's just movement. You can't really see. Margie really played a good shot there. Is the score 11-9? Paddy, do you know? Half an hour until there's a bell. I think you've got. You still have 4 ends after this one. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Aniki Meyer, you could see. Well spotted there by David Keys. He saw that Aniki was battling a bit, and so he commanded the club president, please go and assist. He's just handing the bowls and picking up her crutches. There you go. Is it going to stay up? Oh, Aniki. It's third shot at least. Oh, a very interesting thing that I spoke to that June McIntyre that was there earlier. Remember that international classifier? It sounds like something you wear in a suitcase, in a little briefcase. I am the international classifier. I've come to classify. Sit still, or you'll be a B8. Okay. A little bit of a nasty bouldering. Oh my word, how good is that? Wish I could get closer. Yeah. If Glenn was here.
Is that the tractor?
Can't be a toucher. Yeah, the shot is on, the call is on the forehand. You can see there. Out round, sit on that ball on the ditch and lip, which is the shot maybe, or could be the second shot. That the shot in the ditch. She got 2 goes to have with it. No, I'm good. Oh. That's a good effort. Now it's making that one even more worth trying to get rid of it. Okay. Was dit nie genoeg nie, Annetjie?
Nee, dat was het genoeg.
Ai, yes, ja, dat is soms so naby soos dammit so 'n vloekwoord nie.
Ja, het is helemaal gezegd. Damn it, van het goed. Maar het is de tijd van leven.
Yep.
Voor niks geweld gevallen.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's very true there. A good shot by Annetjie saving that 4. Got the second shot. And with a little bit of luck, she could have gotten the shot there. So that was a good end. After 14, we're looking at 12-9. There's my makeshift scorecard. Amen. Here comes lunch. Thank goodness.
Something's happening.
Something's happening. 3 pots of acne.
What are they having for lunch, Paul?
I don't know. If you look at those spots, it looks like a acne or something. I think on one of the days it is a chicken something and or acne.
Did you get lunch?
Not I can't. I think
I haven't had anything since I've been here, since Friday.
I had a broikie. One at Sunday morning tea time. I had a broikie. That was it.
Yeah, you.
I had Kentucky on Friday, on Sunday, and yesterday I had went to the coffee shop here in the parking lot.
Yeah, I think I'll go in today.
Yeah.
Because you're not walking all day, so you don't get.
Yeah, if you don't mark all day, you don't get nothing.
I had 1 cup of coffee Saturday. But I forget about all the work behind the scene, eh?
Yeah, yeah. But even a guy that comes with to mark one game, you know, even him, he gives up his time, and so
That was Graham.
yeah.
And then
Oh well. There's a 3.5 hour time limit. Do they stop playing, or do they ring the bell and end at end?
So much for the
they're supposed to ring 10 minutes before.
Okay. Yeah, we might battle getting through this game
They won't finish.
because we've got basically 4 ends, 3 after this, in 15 minutes.
It's going to be close.
Yeah, they might have started the last one.
If
Okay.
you start with the last one, then it's fine.
Yeah. A couple of bank managers, yeah. Green will be speeding up as we go along during the day. It's warm as well. So look at this. Look at this floating to the jack. That's at least they're on the green. So this is not looking too shabby. Is this going to stop? I think it stops enough for the shot. Let's have a look on this side if you can ever maybe. They like the back green, but this
It's like 10 past 12 now.
it's quarter past 12.
Quarter past 12.
Yeah.
Got 15 minutes.
You've done 14 ends. Yeah. So there's 4 to go. 15th, yeah. So there's 33 after. You might just make it.
Ends plus
You're only playing 18 inch. No, we've done 14. Yeah. I think so.
Yes, you're right.
Yeah.
15 ends. So we've got 3 ends to go.
Ah, there you go, Vicky.
That's the shot.
So there is no question measuring anymore. Yeah, Aniki played a stunner in the previous end. Just didn't get the shot, but to stop on the edge there for the second was a great effort. She's not looking too shabby either. She's going to finish it out. Oh my goodness. On the angle.
If you're able to come onto yours, it's fine, as long as you don't touch that, or else see what you see.
Let's see what Vicky's going to do. She just had a good previous one. Needed a yard of. She's looking good again. She's going to dip inside. Find herself again, then she's great. Oh my word. What that one? Oh. She needed a yard more of legs. So just reached. Needed a bit more to push that up and stay. She can make it too. You find the inside lip of that brown one, you make it a couple. So still don't know who we're broadcasting this afternoon. Nikki Meyer. Will this come back all the way? No, I don't think so. Bit light on the weight. Here's the warning bell. Bit more weight. Piece and a piece of that thing. There you go. That's a great ball. Gets the shot. It was on all the time. So
Come on in, Tommy. Come on in, Tommy. Better than that is wrong.
right, I don't know if you heard it in the background. We had the bell sound for, it's a 15-minute warning. Just to say to the players that we're getting to our time limit. There's a 3.5 hour time limit on the match. So that was the 15-minute warning. Yeah. I just want to get the mat down and the ends have started. So.
Under your wheel.
Yeah, oof. Don't lose it. Alright, now that is, you're rushing it, so still take your time. You save time, rush it to save time, you're just going to stuff it up. So stay calm. Calm down, Marvin. Relax. good start from Margie. Just a tad behind on a good line.
And who's got the car?
Alright, so we might sit with the manual card again this afternoon, because this game is, I thought this game would be done by 12 o'clock. It gives me about an hour and a half to go into town and get that. Now I'm most probably going to have less than an hour. I don't want to push it and then I'm not back in time. So I think I might just stay with it. Maybe I'll go afterwards. Go to the mall. I didn't buy this back too long. I must just, maybe I've got the box and the receipt normally. I chuck it there in the cupboard, so we'll just go check that. It's not 6 months old. I bought it just before I went to the Masters. It was in Feb. There you go. See a bit better. A lot of room for Aniki to draw in there. I need to hurry up. Look at 3 ends, 2 after this. I can't see that we're going to get through that. We might not even make one more end. Aniki, that's the shot. There you go. Sorry. Yeah, Aniki gets the shot there. That's too wide, I think. It doesn't have the weight. Right, so. Right, so.
How far in front is that though? Not mine, this one.
Lot of room to get around that. That's another. Yeah, a lot of room. Anneke should get this. That'll put it right up there. We don't need to hurry. I don't know. No, that's not going to count. Two. So gives it 11:13, and I think this is going to be the last end. I'm definitely not going to finish this end and then start the next before the bell. You go there. Like that. Luckily they didn't lose the jack as in the previous one. So. Sorry, that was our president standing in front of the camera. That's a good start by Mandy. Yeah. Sure. What's the best thing to say? That's a fair track. This is a good ball. This is a good ball. Yeah, Anneke. Good start. Something behind, something to play to. The last thing I want is something to play through. Got a fair track here. Share the weight. Still coming. Coming. Yeah, there you go. That's a good effort there. That is his shot. Two to tie, three to win it. Oh, that might be a bit wide. That might be a bit wide. Not a great ball there. Should have stayed on. Here comes Mandy. Piling on the pressure. Getting to that back roll. Make it 3. It's definitely winning it so far. Now 2 is tying it up.
Marty, just relax. Breathe. Okay? Can you see it coming in here? And the tickle on the jack? Can you see that? Now can you see it? Right. Have a go. I know you can.
Built in that in Saturn. See what Margie can do. It's too skinny. Or lines.
Pick up on number 5.
This one.
Yes.
Okay.
25.
Okay. Three to win it. As it stands currently, it's a draw. That's what you're going to do on the backhand. She's going to try and play Margie's shot. Get into in between those, either trail the jack a bit. I think it's a bit narrow, but all in the weight. The hand bends a lot. Okay. Right, so this is the last end. Finish the end that they are busy on. Now I thought that it was going to be touch and go to start the 18th, but nevertheless. Won't be. I think that is also too wide. There's a wide line there. Still on the backhand, I think. Set one of those green ones to make it second shot or trail the jack. Let's get something, get a good second. This is more weight. More weight, then you're not going to bend all the way. Only when you get to the ditch. It's fair, it's another one waiting. It was not too bad. Just outside the line. Aniki, this must count. If you want to win it, this is a counter. It must be a counter. You're giving yourself a chance. 2 is all tied up. 3 for the win. She played a great shot when she drew to the lip of the ditch to get the second shot there out of it when she was 4 down. Let's see what she can do. On the backhand, interesting. She didn't want to come with it. She's holding. I think it will cut completely. Is it going to beat that one? No. Okay, so it's not going to be a loss, I think, to Team Palmer and Van der Merwe.
You're 2 down.
Yeah. Try your shot. Now we'll be back at the 1:30. Like I'm not sure who we're going to broadcast, so we'll just have to wait and see. So do we. We've got a good line again, but how's that weight? Set that front one. Okay. All right. So all of that for nothing. It's all squared up. The whole morning wasted.
Yeah, and especially for us because of our shot difference.
Okay.
Last now they got the silver, we got the bronze.
Ah, my word.
If we'd have got one more shot, we would have got the silver.
Oh my goodness. Oh, so there you heard it. How close was that? One gets silver, 2, yeah. There you go. Look at that. That's the difference between bronze and silver is 1 shot. This is all 11 if yeah, 1 shot. Oh well, that's great stuff. Nice, exciting match. It was tight. Took some time, but there you go. Oh well. Okay, we'll be back a bit later. We'll see you in 1:30. An hour's time about. Congratulations.